Well, unfortunately, folks, I didn't give you much of a warning, but because all of a sudden the track equipment cleared, our start line marshals appeared, and our first pair are coming round for eliminations. We're back, folks. Sincere apologies for the delay, but hopefully we can get all the way through now. This is VW Sportsman Eliminations round number 1. And here come your first pair. Tom Circuit and Steve Stone. The all-important dial-ins then. Tom Circuit is 17 seconds. Steve Stone is 13.25. 3.75 seconds difference on the tree. So basically, Tom's side of the tree will run first, and 3.75 seconds later, Steve Stone's side of the tree will run. The idea being that Steve Stone's car is 3.75 seconds quicker. Now then, whoever can get to the top end first without going underneath their dial-in will take the win. Assuming nobody pulls a red light, which they haven't in this pairing, it's all about reaction times as well. Now then, Steve Stone overtakes and takes the win, 13.28 on a 13.25, just 0.03 of a second over. So that was very, very well judged indeed there for Steve Stone. Your next pair is Polly Judge at 16.55, taking on Jerry Sadler, 15.35, 1.2 seconds difference. It will be the Corrado going first this time round, and it will be Jerry Sadler with the Blue Action Beetle trying to close that gap. There they both go. Now, I can't read out reaction times because some of them listen to the commentary in the radio in their cars, so they know what's going on. So it's an unfair advantage. That's why we don't give out reaction times until after the race. So Jerry Sadler looks like he's pulled ahead and takes that one with a 15.88 to lose out to 17.61. Kaz Waterhouse, 15-second dialing with the Audi TT, and Jackie Roan, 19.1 with the Beetle, 4.1 second difference on the tree. It'll be the Beetle going first, and it'll be down to Kaz to try and catch and pass. So it's not always the faster car that wins. This is how we make it even. So you need a good reaction time, which will really put you in a good advantage here. Right, so Kaz Waterhouse got some work to do here because the Beetle is already at the 1,000-foot marker. Oh my goodness me, double breakout, but Jackie Rowe broke out by 0.6 of a second. That was huge. So it was whoever has the lesser breakout who took that win, and it was Kaz. Yeah, if they both break out, whoever breaks out by the least, in other words, goes under their dial-in. John Gallant up next with the Audi TT, Tacocat 2, 14.45, and Reese Finney with the Lupo, 17.30. So it's going to be the yellow Lupo going first. And let's see if the TT can catch and pass. Well, closing in at the stripe. Oh, John Gallant. It's a double breakout, but John broke out by the most. So it's Reese that takes that one. All right, Steve Metcalf with the Blue Steel Baja, 15.60, taking on Bruce Harvey. 14.86 with the Audi TT. Right, so you understand it now. It'll be the Beetle going first, and it'll be the Audi TT doing the closing. Well, Bruce has pulled ahead. Double breakout, but it's Steve Metcalf that takes the win. Way too quick. 4/10 breakout there for Bruce. So it is Steve that we will see with the Baja in round 2. So Nigel Gregg with the Audi taking on Andy Cooper with the Octavia. 1538 plays 1440. It will be the big Audi going first, but puts a cherry on the tree, went too soon. So it's an automatic win for Andy Cooper. $15.30. It was a breakout as well for Nigel. Andy Cooper got the win there. Well done. But say double breakout doesn't matter when one of you goes red. Lily Stevenson, 1446 will be leaving first. Justin will be doing the chasing. 1341 with the Golf. Both with a green light. And that's a win for Lily, 1458 on a 46 dial-in. And Lily goes through to round number 2. Right, Joshua Lee should have been taken on. Thomas Webb, your number 1 qualified, but I know he had an issue earlier on in qualifying, and the car had to be pushed back, and basically I think that's the end of his weekend. So number 1 qualifier not able to make the call here. So Josh gets a freebie. Dial's 1375. And goes 1429. Might be adjusting the dial in for the next round, but we shall see. The Thunderbug, Jordan Clark, qualified number 9. Last year's champion, taking on Nigel Gregson with Golfy McGolfface. The all-important dial-ins then. 13.1 for Nigel. He's the one that's got to be patient, as it's Jordan Clark leaving first, dial-in of 13.99. So 0.89 of a second difference on the tree. And your winner there, 1417. Who's up there? 1403. Ooh. Next up then, it is Carrie Oliver Reed with the White Label Motorsports Lupo taking on Dominic Crawford. Now the dial is then 1545 takes on 1460. 0.85 difference on the tree. And it will be Dominic going first. There he goes. Across the line. Oh, double breakout. Oh, Carrie had an 0-1 light. He had some real estate to play with there, but it is young Dominic Crawford that goes through. Colin Micallef and Poppy Hunter is another one of the White Label Motorsports entries. This time it's the Golf, 1440. And then Poppy Hunter, very happy with a new PB yesterday. Kaz Waterhouse is the opponent in round 2, who will take on the winner of this pairing. Sort this one out at the stripe. Connor is ahead, and Connor takes that. Oh, nicely judged. 14.46. Very well done. Good race, that one. Andy Jones and Ross Page. 13.50, place 12.90. Okay, let's bring them up to the line then. The Golf and the Beetle. 0.6 of a second difference between these two. And it'll be the Beetle going first. Both away. Sort this one out at the stripe. And it is a win for Ross Page. Well done. 13.18. The win margin was exactly 1/10 of a second at the stripe. Laurie Anslow, Jake Fronder. One say out, one VW. 14.20, plays 12 flat. 2.2 second difference on the tree. And there goes a green on one side. Oh, a red on the other though for Jake. Automatic win for Laurie Anslow. Regardless of what Jake does now, that's a win for Laurie. But she breaks out by 2/10. Doesn't matter. She's through to round number 2. All right, George Miller and Lorraine Large. George dialing in 14.14. Lorraine dialing in 15 flat. Those are tyres, Trev. They're round black things, mate. So George Miller then with Sonic, the TT. 14.14, qualified number 8. Doesn't matter where they qualified, it's all about the racing now. Cut a good light, get to the top end first, don't break out. And if you can do all of that, then you're pretty much in the pound seat to take the round win. Unless the, oh no. Lorraine goes red. It's an automatic win for George. Come on Lorraine, 14.6. God, just really push it hard. Go on, girl. Go on, go on, go on, go on. 15.4, wrong way. 14.51 for George Miller, but hey-ho, it is what it is. I believe he is the first one round the corner. Yeah, just driving around the burnout box. Doesn't need one. Not for this round, anyway. How's the dial-in of 11.50? Did get some wheel spin off the line actually, so 11.50 is the target. And goes 13.71, but didn't matter what he ran as long as he broke the beams under his own power. He is through to round number 2. All right, next pair underneath us. Oh, I do believe that is Ben Mace down there. It is. That's a dial of 10.90. Taking on Joe Hall with the Biohazard Lupo, dial of 1150. Well, they're side by side. It's a case of judging the stripe, and it is Ben Mace that takes that one. 10.96 on a 10.90, lose out 11.78 on that 11.50. So Ben goes through to round number 2. Rob Jump with the Golf taking on Andrew Bambrick with the Seat. The Darlings, 12.20 and 12.99. It will be Andrew going first. There they go. Well, Rob's gone ahead, takes that one, 13.58 to a lose out 16.06. As we look at Ed Keach, another one representing the White Label Motorsports team, take on Carl Goldsmith with the VW Beetle. Okay, so bring them up to the line, the Darlings, as I say. 12.99, all important then for Carl Goldsmith. 11.60 for Ed. Well, Ed's gone way ahead of Carl already. And that's a 12 flat there for Ed, safely into the next round. Carl with a few issues on that run, 20.33, just taking it easy at the stripe. Abby Tether and Dave Henderson. 12.80 for Abby, 9.50 for Dave. Oh, Dave's wound it back a little bit, normally in the 8s, but I think the twisted prop shaft may have thinking, oh, shouldn't put so much through it, but round wins are important now. Okay, both get a green light, so let's sort this one out at the top end. And Abby Tether takes that one, 12.85 on a 12.80. Nicely judged. 10.07 lose out there for Dave on a 9.50 dial. But it is Abby. We'll see in round number 2. Tom Herbert. The distinctive colour scheme that White Label Motorsport have come up with. Different ways of doing it on different cars. And Tom has got James Hodson in the opposing lane with the Golf. And there's only 0.05 of a second difference on the dial. It's 11.25, plays 11.30. And it will be the Golf that will set off first. Green light on both sides of the racetrack. Right, Tom's got his nose in front. But James is right there with him. Oh, this is twice. James Hodson takes that. Win margin 0.02 at the stripe. No breakouts. But my goodness me, how close to you on that race. James Hodson takes it by 0.02. Right, Phil Blogg taking on Sam Young. Well, so far this weekend, it's been a phenomenal one for Phil. It's been one to try and forget for Sam. But anything can happen in racing, and it normally does. 11.1 dial in for Phil, 880 dial in for Sam. Oh, big tyre smoke once again for Sam. He's now got it hooked up and running, and here comes the charge. This is going to be closer than you think, actually. Phil Blogg takes it, 11.35 to lose out 10.36. So well done to Phil. Ian Dale and Ian Dance. It's Ian Dale with the Strip Burner Beetle, looking for 12.70. And Ian Dance with the Hooney Bug, looking for 12.49. $12.70 plays $12.49. Sold it out the stripe, and it's Ian Dell that takes that, $13.93 to lose at $14.74. Luke Stevenson with the Don actually gets a bye here because it should have been young Thomas Webb next to him, but unable to make the call, unfortunately. So let's see what Luke can do then. Dials 11.70, doesn't need to be a hero here, as he's doing well in the points chase. But nevertheless, a run is a run, and he wants to take full advantage of it. 11.81, nicely judged on 11.70. That'll do. Jake Fronder looking for 11.80 with the Golf, taking on Wayne Gill. 9.5 from that Golf, the white one. So Jake gets green, as does Wayne. Look at the closing speed of Wayne's Golf. But it's not enough. 9.91 is the run-up spot as Jake takes it. 11.92. Well, it had to happen, I suppose. Mr. and Mrs. Carter. Happy birthday once again to Hazel today. And, well, it was Rob's during the week. Many happy returns to him as well. But only one of them could go through. $12.50 for Hazel. 7.47 for Rob. Oh, and it is going to be Rob as Hazel goes red. Good looking run for Rob. 7.54 takes the win. 0.4 light as well. So it is Rob Carter through to round at number 2. And a big shout out to the headline sponsors of the VWDRC, which are Darkside Developments, DH Automotive, RTMG Performance, CG Motorsport Performance Clutches, Coated Race Bearings, R-Tech Performance, Hangar 30 and Pro Race Engineering. And we'll do the associate sponsors after this pair, which is Lily Stevenson and Jordan Clark. Well, unfortunately, Jordan goes red before even a chance to read out the dial-ins. So Lily Stevenson will be marching on. Breaks out with a 14.27. Doesn't matter. Win light we're already on. Right, the associate sponsors are WRP, ASD, Fuel Tech Dealer, European Front Wheel Drive, 32 Racing Wheels, Volks Workshop, Renegade Race Fuels, BJ Bates Electrical, GP Turbos, and Harvey Property Developments. There we go. Laurie Anslow, Reese Finney, your next pair, 14.20, plays 17.10. And will be Reese leaving first. There he goes. And Laurie sets off in pursuit. Well, Reese got a good lead here. But Laurie got there first and broke out by a fair old margin there. Oh, one light as well there for Reese. He did everything he could. And it was enough. Next up, Steve Metcalf and Ross Page. The Baja Bug taking on the Golf. And the Darlings, 15.54 for Steve. And it's a 12.90 for Ross. Oh, problems for Steve Metcalf. Don't know what the issue is, though. He's pulling over to the left-hand side. So Ross Page takes that one. So Kaz Waterhouse taking on Conor Micallef. Not a lot of difference on the dial-ins, actually. 14.30 for Conor. Kaz will leave first, though, 14.60. Well, Conor got there first but broke out. Kaz had a little bit too much wiggle room there, actually. She had a fair old chunk of advantage off the line but backed off a little bit too much. But Kaz nevertheless gets the win. Right, next pair, Steve Stone and Andy Cooper. The Octavia dialing in 14.30. Steve Stone looking for 13.20. 1.1 seconds between them. Well, Steve Stone has already gone past the Octavia. No, the Octavia fighting back. Oh dear, that's a double breakout. 14.25 was the lesser breakout of the two. So Andy into the next round. All right, Dominic Crawford, Jerry Sadler. Just two pairs to go in VW Sportsman. The all-important dial-ins, just a tenth of a second difference between them. Dominic, 15.45. Jerry, 15.35. Both away. And And it is Dominic Crawford, 15.59, takes the win. Jerry broke out, got there second, tells you everything you need to know there. But well done to Dominic. Right, last pair. Joshua Lee and George Miller. We've still got this Volkswagen ID5 that needs moving. The number plate is RO73OJP. Need to go back and move it now. Right, I mean now. RO73OJP. Go and move it. So Joshua Lee dialing in 14.25. George Miller dialing in 14.14. This is worth 2 round wins actually, because there's a bye in the next round, whoever wins this. And it is George Miller, 14.45. Brake lights on at the stripe. Enough to take the win. Right, move on to VW Pro. Ben Mace on his own. Dialing in 1090 with the Audios. That'll do, 1091. Oh dear. Right, Rob Jump taking on James Hodson. 12.20 plays 11.30. Okay, so first thing there is green both sides of the track. And James Hodson takes that 12.14 to lose that 12.78. Underneath the tower, Ed Keach going to be taking on Michael Strachan. So 11.5 dial in for Michael Strachan. 11.5 dial in for Ed Keach. Oh, I love it when they both pick the same number. So Michael making all the way down from Glasgow. Ed from Thrapston. Oh, Ed Keach goes red. And I felt they both went red, but Ed went red first, so it triggered the red in his lane. Doesn't matter what they run anymore. Oh, Ed breaks out as well. But Michael Strachan, well judged, 11.51. Ed went 11.49. But red light tells a story. Your next pair, underneath the tower. Rob Carter, Phil Blogg. So the debt collector, VW Caddy, dial 1110. And Rob Carter sticking with that 7.47 dial in. Both into stage. Phil Blogg off and running. There goes Rob, but Rob goes red. So Phil Blogg is going to be into the next round. 7.63, but it's 11.21. And once again, happy birthday to Hazel. But it's Phil Blogg that moves into the quarterfinals. Jake Fronder and Ian Dale. 11.85 plays 12.70. The Blue Beetle will go first. Oh, Jake's already out in front. And it takes the win there. Well done, Jake. All right, last pair then. Luke Stevenson, points leader in VW Pro, going alongside Abby Tether. The dial-ins then, 12.80 for Abby, 11.75 for Luke. Well, Luke's pulled alongside and has got his nose in front. And Luke takes it. It's 11.89 to lose at 12.98. So Luke moves on. All right, down for a time trial run then. So the Outrage Beetle then. Close to through 16.31, but once again showing the potential off the line. Okay, VW Pro. This is to set the semi-finals. And it's James Hodson taking on Michael Strachan. 11.50 dial-in for James. And guess what the dial-in is for Michael? Yep, 11.50. Michael's got his hazard warning lights on. To no avail though. James Hodson takes it on a whole shot. 11.66 to lose at 11.57. So James into the semis. Oh, this is a big one. It is Luke Stevenson and Jake Fronda. Whoever wins this gets a bye run into the final. Well, Luke and the Don seem to be working well together these days. Winner round one of the VWDRC Pro Championship. Luke's got his nose out in front. And Luke takes it. 11.83 to lose at 11.91. Lukey boy is in the semis with no opponent, so he's going to go through to the final. All right, Ben Mace taking on Phil Blogg. 11.10 dial in for Phil, 10.91 for Ben. So it's the electric Audi of Ben against the turbocharged 1800cc VW Caddy of Phil. Let's have a look at the screens to see. 10.94, Ben Mace takes the win. 11.11 for Phil Blogg on 11.10 dial, but reaction time not quite good enough there. So it is Ben that takes it. So it's going to be James Hodson and Ben Mace in the first semi, and then Luke Stevenson has a bye on the other side of the ladder. Right, VW Sportsman. Pick your Audi. Dominic Crawford, Lily Stevenson. Dom's going to go first, 15.45. Lily going to be chasing here, 14.36. All I can guarantee you is an Audi TT is going to win this one, as they are very, very close to each other, and it is a win light for Lily Stevenson, 14.42 against a loser, 15.72. They both had 0 lights, but it is Lily that marches on. Kaz Waterhouse, Ross Page. The Darlings end 14.60 for Kaz, going to be leaving first. Then Ross Page going to try and close that gap and just nip past before the stripe. So 14.60 plays 12.90. Win light goes to Kaz Waterhouse, 14.68 on that 14.60. Nicely done, 13.03 there for Ross. But it is Kaz that moves on. Right, George Miller has a bye run here. Dials are 14.14. Can I have big bracket and 760 heads up into the pairing lanes, please? Big bracket and 760 heads up into the lane. So George Miller. Dials are 14.14. He's going to be racing Kaz Waterhouse. And they come round 14.48. So we have got 3 Audi TTs through so far. And you're not going to get any more of them, because this time we have a Skoda Octavia taking on a VW Lupo. The winner of this gets Lily Stevenson in the semis. $14.20 plays 17.10. Reese will be going first. There he goes. And there goes Andy in pursuit. And the win light goes to Andy Cooper. 14.49 against a 17.58. VW Pro semi-finals. James Hodson and Ben Mace. 11.40 dial in for James. And I'm just waiting for Ben's dial in to appear. It's a 10.91 again. Ben just inching forward into the pre-stage beams. They're both there. James goes into stage. There goes Ben. Tree drops. Off they go. Breakout for Ben, and he got there second, tells you the story. 11:52. James Hodson takes the win. Ben only broke out by 100th, but he couldn't win that race. Right, Luke Stevenson booking his spot in the final again. The Don is the one, that is for sure. 06 light. Combination start to work really, really well there for Luke. He's not going to get 11.75 this time round. It's a 13.45, but he's into the final at VW Pro. So Lily Stevenson taking on Andy Cooper. Lily dialing in 14.37, 14 flat for Andy Cooper. Well, we've already got Dad Luke in the final in VW Pro. Can Lily do it again in VW Sportsman? Indeed she can. Andy Cooper was rolling and broke the beams. So Lily Stevenson books her spot in the final. Goes 14.68 on the 37. It's irrelevant, really. Andy Cooper broke out as well. So Luke is 2 for 2 in VW Pro finals. Lily 2 for 2 in VW Sportsman. They both won first time out. Are they going to do the same again today? Right, pick your Audi TT then. Kaz Waterhouse, George Miller. So we are guaranteed an Audi TT final in VW Sportsman. But which one of these two is going to join Lily? Oh, it is going to be Kaz Waterhouse. He'll have a chance to go through the dial-ins. 14.60. Doesn't matter anymore. Kaz Waterhouse going to be taking on Lily Stevenson in the final of VW Sportsman. George Miller went 4.37. 14.94 for Kaz. But as I say, the race was determined by the red light. Right, VW Sportsman. Is the success story going to continue for Lily Stevenson, or has Kaz Waterhouse got a response? The Audi TT matchup in VW Sportsman. Dial-ins. 14.60 for Kaz, 14.37 for Lily. Lily has already taken an event win this year in VW Sportsman. It's her first season. She's on course for Rookie of the Year. And she's going to retain the points lead, I think, regardless of what happens here. She qualified number 2. Massive points haul for Lily. But let's see what happens in the race. So they're going to sort this one out at the top end. They both had a green light on the tree. At the stripe it is. It's a double breakout, but Lily Stevenson does it again. 14.35 to a 14.56. It's a 200ths breakout against a 400ths breakout. Lily Stevenson remains unbeaten in VW Sportsman. What a story this is. Right, so Luke has seen Lily take the win in VW Sportsman. It is now VW Pro. But he's got a tough fight here with the one and only Mr. James Hodson. Luke dials 11.75. James dials 11.50. Luke is also points leader in VW Pro. He's taken an event win already this year. He's in the final again. He qualified number 3. James Hodson qualified 14th, so that's like a round win or more. Here we go then, the final of VW Pro. They're both away. this is such a close one at the strike. I think James has got his nose out in front. He has, takes it. 12.45 to lose out 13.15. Problems there for Luke. James Hodson is your event winner.
Well done. But your event winner and still undefeated in VW Sportsman is Lily Stevens. Your winner this weekend, you didn't actually miss the shift last weekend, but came through and took the win. Let's hear it then.